Welcome to Charleston County RoadWise. This program is designed to keep Charleston County citizens informed of the many infrastructure improvement projects that are financed by the transportation sales tax. And now, here's your host, Cheryl Harleston.
Welcome to the Charleston County RoadWise program. We're glad that you're with us today. You know, this program is all about the half-cent sales tax. And those tax dollars are being used to improve many, many parts of our infrastructure. Today we're going to be talking about day and night. Yes, how do workers work at night and not in the day, and why? Maybe it's because we don't want to inconvenience you, the public. I'm going to be talking with Fred Barnes, and he is construction manager for this program. And he is out there day and night, and he knows exactly what's going on. But we want to find out what sort of things occur at night while work is going on that couldn't happen during the day. Or maybe the other way around. Fred, thank you for being a part of our program.
Thank you, sir.
Really, really appreciate it. I keep hearing, all of these years I keep hearing, we don't want to inconvenience the public. We don't want to inconvenience the public. We're going to do everything we can. Is that a motto? Is that something that we really, really mean?
Yes.
We don't want to inconvenience?
No, we do not. I mean, it's. We as average, traveling, you know, of the citizens, do not like to be impeded in any way. You know, we have our day-to-day routines. We have our, you know, the ways we travel to work and to the stores and that kind of stuff. And we don't think about things that could be, you know, out there. I'm ahead of us.
Yeah.
So therefore, whenever we're out there building work, widening the highways, a lot of times we have to narrow the lanes, drop down from a 2-lane road to a 1-lane road, which slows things down. So people can act in a normal way. It's better to do some things at night.
I understand, though, that a while back, I don't know how long ago, all of this work, this road work, was done during the daytime, and nights weren't involved.
Very rarely. I mean, you know, this is something that has progressed throughout the years in very urban areas where, you know, population has increased. Mm-hmm. There's still, you know, in certain areas, you know, in the area and the state that you can still work during the day, but on high volume roads, everybody tries, the county, DOT, everybody tries to make sure that they do not impede the traffic no more than they have to.
If we were talking to the average worker right now out there that you supervise, would they tell us quietly we would prefer working during the day than at night because we'd like to be home with our families and all the like?
I would think so, because I mean, anybody that works at night is virtually, when you start, you have to continue that for days on end. So that changes their whole family dynamic. I mean, you're sleeping during the day, so you know, and you work at night, so you don't see your family as much. Your family has to operate differently. So I would say that's.
Will the workers, or do the workers ever get used to that? They come to expect it, that they'll be asked to work at night. Yes,
I mean, in today's market, and it's become an industry standard in most areas. I mean, when a job's bid, the contractor knows, you know, what roads or what events he can do during the day and what events he can do at night. So just to work nowadays, most jobs have to be done at night. So people, whether they like it or not, they just know they got to do it.
I can't imagine the lighting that you use. I can't imagine that that's enough light, that the light that you have out there takes the place of the sun. How do people, especially the workers, work under those conditions? Are they at their best?
The workers are at their best, but I mean, sometimes with a limited light, I mean, if you're down, you know, in a trench or I mean, even paving a road, it's sometimes hard to get all the light you need because of shadows and that kind of stuff. So sometimes the workmanship may suffer a little bit, but it don't affect it to the point that you're not getting the full product that was spec'd out. And
we're going to be talking about this during another program, but inspections are made of the work, and we're going to expose to the public all of the things that go on under something called construction engineering and inspections, and we'll do that at another time.
Sounds good.
So we don't want them to think that maybe everything's going wrong, or the worker is not as good, or they're not on their game because they're working at night and they're working under those conditions. In fact, they still do a quality job, I would imagine.
You're getting virtually the same quality. I mean, there's no change there. Everything that you do is inspected. I mean, we will have individuals on site that are certified, watching everything goes on from laying pipe to paving to grading operations. So you're doing the same thing at night you're doing during the day. It's just with the limited light. Sometimes it's hard to see some of the small details. Nothing. It's more of at worst case, it's more of an aesthetics issue than a quality issue.
What generally are the hours that the workers are out there during the night? It
varies between project to project, but it's normally 9 to 6.
9 to 6?
Right.
So that's when the sun goes, except in the summer.
Right.
It's still light, but that's the hours that they would work, 9 to 6.
That's normally the hours that are set for most roads to be closed. It's sometime after 9 o'clock.
And they're getting the job done. Apparently, it's working.
Oh yeah, I mean, just because you're working at night, sometimes it's advantageous to the contractor because he can get his materials and his crews to the site quicker because there's less traffic.
Right. Now, there are a lot of alerts, I noticed, that go out from the county, a lot, especially during major projects, to let the public know that we're going to close off a street or we're going to detour you. Is that the kind of thing that goes on at night? Are you preparing the public with alert information to let them know that you're out there at night and you're going to be working on that road?
Yes. We work with the contractor on a day-to-day basis. We meet with them weekly just to know what their future work schedule is. And the county puts a lot of effort to make sure that meeting notices are out there so the public is aware of anything that may change. So at night, if we're working the intersection, we try to let them know at least 48 hours or more in advance to work's going on here, so give yourself more time, or either take a different route.
When you're widening a road, you're taking right of way and you're going to turn that into a portion of the road so that there can be additional lanes. Do you find that it makes any difference when that happens? In other words, will the equipment move into the lanes that are used by the public? Is that the idea? Is that why you do it at another time, or you have to alert the public? Are they going to get into, are the workers going to get into lanes that people normally travel for some reason?
Yes. I mean, right now, just like on certain roads we got going on at this time, during the day you've got 2 or 3 lanes that are fully open. Well, at night to do the work, we may have to close down one of those lanes. So now, if you had a 2-lane road, you're down to a 1-lane road. So we've got to have that lane to store equipment, materials, staging of asphalt trucks. So that's the reason that the meeting notices are put out. That way, they know to expect a short delay.
And I know that this whole operation tries to alert the public as to when there is going to be a road closure or detour and that kind of thing, so that people aren't inconvenienced.
That's what they try to do. Yes,
and
ma'am.
It seems to be working.
I hope so.
Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you.
We'll be back in a moment with more on Charleston County RoadWise.